It facilitates travel and adventure and fun. And, on the back of that, we have picnics and, we go on camping trips and, our Evolve skateboards are always with us.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the eSKATE Chat. I'm here with Phil from the Brisbane Riders Crew. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing awesome. Thanks, Matty.
Awesome. First podcast. Are you excited?
Yeah, excited, a bit nervous, but yeah, are we all good?
Easy peasy. We're just going to talk all things electric skateboard.
Yeah.
So,
all right, cool. Let's do it.
Tell me, how did you get into electric skateboarding?
All right. I guess the story started at maybe about 10 years ago. I started snowboarding, totally fell in love with it. I used to travel around the world and snowboarded. Of course, living in sunny Brisbane, Australia, it's pretty far from the snow. About 5 years ago, I randomly went to a mate's house and I saw this skateboard on the side. I said, "What's that?" And he goes, "Oh, it's my electric skateboard I just bought." I thought, "That's pretty cool. Can I have a shot?" And let me have a go at it. And just started slowly riding more and more and fell in love with it and bought my own within a couple of months. And that's how the journey started.
So did you keep borrowing his off him?
For the first probably 2-3 months, yes. I was just I used to hang out with him a lot. And I used to just take his skate and just try to learn how to ride it. And I thought, man, this is so cool. I've got to get one. So saved up a bit of money and, took the dive and bought it. And, that's where it all started. And bought a second board a few months afterwards. And,
got straight into it.
It's
funny how you said you were snowboarding before.
Yes.
But then living in Brisbane. That's the whole reason Evolve even began.
Oh, is that right?
Because Jeff went on his first ever snowboard trip. And then he came back and he's sitting here. I mean, where we live, it's hot. We live near the beach. It's never snowed ever. Not even come close.
Yes.
And then he saw an early electric board and he thought, hey, that was my answer. That's how I'm going to snowboard here.
Yes.
So since day one, Evolve has been actually about the pursuit of snowboarding.
Oh, yes. Okay. Interesting. Yes. And for me, it's a very close feeling to snowboarding. So it's how I get my snowboard fix in the summer. So yeah, love it.
How many years ago was it that you would have bought your first board?
Probably maybe 6, I'd say.
That's a long time as far as eSKATE goes.
Yeah.
I mean, not many people have been sort of riding for 6 whole years because it's such a fast moving scene.
Yeah.
You would have seen like the Brisbane group grow from almost nothing 6 years ago.
Right.
How have you, I guess, witnessed the change in what electric skateboarding is in both the products and the community?
Sure. Well, in terms of the community, I guess in the past couple of years, I got a little bit more involved in it and started going to some of the group rides, and especially on Wednesday at Suncorp Stadium, and just meeting the people. And they're just such a lovely group of people, so friendly, so supportive, and the community, I never met a bad egg in it. I just enjoyed everyone and just have a lot of fun together and ride together. So that's super awesome. In terms of the gear, like I said, I bought 2 real quick. Part of the reason is I got 2 young daughters and they were curious about it as well. And we ride it every weekend. We just love it. And one day we're going to get a Haitian and take it to the next level. So yeah.
What does your typical ride look like? If you're, say, I'm going out for an eSKATE.
Sure.
What does that look like for you?
Sure. Okay. As a single dad, when I'm alone, I just go down the Brisbane River, down the South Bank. Love cruising the Brisbane River. Probably go anywhere between an hour to 2 hours, just enjoying the scenery, the sun, listen to music. Love that. When I have my daughters, so 2 skates. Sometimes a younger one will be with me riding tandem. Sometimes I do a bit of jogging and both of them be riding. So it's just however we want. Group skates, we go Wednesday night with Eliza and the girls are learning to dance on a skateboard, which is super cool. It looks many ways. We do all sorts, off-road, on-road. We just do it all. Wherever we like to go, we just pack the car and get on and off we go.
Awesome. We'll get into the girls in a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just thinking that 1-2 hour skate, you and Brisbane River. Yeah. Is that purely just for like exploration, just clearing your mind?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. One thing I found the best about skateboarding is it's so good for relaxation and my mental health. I just love to listen to music and just cruising along, and it's just a nice way to unwind and get away from the chaos of our lives. And for me, it's been a real blessing. Yeah, it really has.
I'm just trying to like paint the picture. Sort of what speeds would you be going at? Are you carving?
Sure.
Is it straight line?
Yeah.
What wheel setup are you on?
Right. I'm definitely not a speed demon. I definitely like snowboarding. I like to carve, so I'm just like to cruise and carve and explore. And at times I'll hit a little bit of speed, but it's not really something I'm super comfortable with. But yeah, definitely carvy, cruisy style is what I'd say is more me. Yeah.
Are we on the all-terrain or the street wheels?
All-terrains. I've only ever had all-terrains. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the girls.
Yeah, sure.
So people would have seen it in some previous videos. We did that Suncorp Stadium one. One of your daughters was in there.
Yes, correct.
How old is she?
Yeah, so that's little Indy, and she's 5 years old.
Yeah, and the other one.
And my older daughter, that's Sophie, and she's now 8.
Hey, we'll put some clips up. They have their own Instagram.
Yes.
eSKATE Kids.
That's correct. Yes, that's right.
It's super cool to see the younger generation of riders starting so young and actually building a skill set, I guess. Because there are no riders, like adult riders, that grew up with eSKATE.
Right.
That just hasn't been around that long, right?
Yes.
If you look at mountain bikes, BMX, skateboards,
yes,
kids did ride from the time they were 5 all the way through.
Sure, right.
That has not happened in eSKATE yet.
Yes, right, I get it.
So your daughters are right there.
Yes, right.
That are going to be this first wave.
Yeah.
How did they, I guess, interact with it from starting at such a young age?
Sure.
What made them gravitate to it? What do they like about it? And how do they want to use it?
Sure. I guess I would answer that question by that, they're obviously my children and they're very similar to me. So they're very adventurous. They're not scared of much and they're quite daring. And so back to the snowboarding thing, when my daughter was 3 and I was in Korea snowboarding and I thought I'd give my daughter a go and she loved it. She picked up so quick. So coming back to Australia with now an electric skateboard, I knew that she likes snowboarding, so it's very similar. So we started to have a go and she was very confident. She was interested and curious. So, we just started from there and, eventually they started getting really good at it. And now it's something that we do like all the time.
They've both been doing the learning to dance with Eliza.
Sure, yeah.
What made them want to do that?
What made them do? Well, first of all, they love dancing. They do hip-hop dancing. They do ballet at school and whatnot. And they love electric skateboarding, so why not combine them both? So when I met Eliza and became friends, I invited my daughter to come along. And, of course, Eliza's a freak on the skateboard. And my daughter's like, wow, what's that? And I said, do you want to have a go? And then Eliza gave a lesson and she had so much fun. And so, every Wednesday night we rock up and get a few lessons and they love it. So,
do you find that they note their own progression and they have wins when they actually achieve something, or is it more just out there having fun?
I don't know. I think they just come along every Wednesday and whatever it is that we're practicing that day, they just do it and they have fun and they get better all the time. So I'm not sure if they take a mental check of, I've done this, what's next? And they're too young for that, but
I don't have kids. I don't know how they work.
Right.
But I see kids down at the skate park on normal skateboards or scooters or whatever, and they keep trying something. I saw your daughters trying the Peter Pan, the cross steps and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're stoked when they realize, hey, I can do that now.
Oh, absolutely. Last night we went for a ride with Indy and she's learned how to do the forward Peter Pan last week. And last night Eliza taught her the backwards Peter Pan. And you could see her eyes as she was like, oh my God, I'm actually really doing this. And she was really proud of herself. And that, of course, makes me super proud as well. So, it's really cool.
Yeah, and I imagine it would. How does it feel having that shared hobby, I guess, or something?
Yeah.
I guess a father, 2 daughters.
Sure.
To find a common thread in there.
Absolutely.
Explain that.
Yeah. It is the thing that brings so much joy into my life. It's as a father, to interact with your daughters, but actually do something that you love, that they love together. It defines us, it bonds us. We have so many beautiful moments and I'm sure they'll grow up remembering all the things that they did with Dad. And, we see so much of this beautiful country on a skateboard. We travel so far and we get to different corners that other people can't get to because, as you know, we get so much range and we've got all-terrain. So, we go through the bush, grass, pavement, you name it, we travel. And I think they have a pretty cool life. So, not complaining.
I think they do too.
Yes.
And the cool thing in what you just said is that it's not necessarily even the electric skateboard is the hobby you share,
yes,
but it's a catalyst to be able to like explore and adventure. So
yes, absolutely.
It's sort of the travel and adventure aspect, which is a shared passion.
Yes.
And the board's just allowing you to do it.
That's right. It facilitates our life, and for me, it's a lifestyle. Absolutely. And exactly right. It facilitates travel and adventure and fun. And, on the back of that, we have picnics and, we go on camping trips and, our Evolve skateboards are always with us. So, yeah.
Speaking of travel and adventure, we were speaking earlier about a massive adventure you are looking to try and put together in the near future.
Yeah, absolutely.
And tell us all about that again.
Yeah, right. Okay. It's been a dream of mine for a few years now, actually. So one of the things that I do is that I'm an ambassador for an NGO in Vietnam, and they look after orphans, street kids, and people with disability. And one of the things that I do for them is I organise some fundraising events. So I thought, why not combine my passion of electric skateboarding? So the idea I had was to do an epic long ride, maybe around 500 kilometres through Vietnam, to raise awareness and hopefully a bit of money for this NGO. So it's something that I've been planning and speaking to the community about, and got some pretty cool mates that are wanting to come along with me. So looking forward to it, yeah.
Do you want to tell us a bit about that actual charity?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So the charity's name is Maison Chance, and it was established about 27 years ago in Vietnam. And the founder is a Swiss national. And basically 27 years ago, she was 20, backpacking through Southeast Asia, and saw a street kid that was just left on the street. No one to care for him, obviously hungry, not in a good state. And this woman's got a beautiful heart. So she took him in, looked after him, and then rented out a little house in the back of nowhere. Opened up the doors, and 5 street kids come, 10 street kids comes, all of a sudden 20. Present day, 27 years later, she has this really amazing organisation that looks after over about 750 orphan street kids and people of disability. So it's a really beautiful cause, and it means a lot to me. So it would be really fun for me to do that for this organisation, and hopefully raise a bit of money and help those kids over there. That'd be super cool, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be quite an eye-catching thing as well. A lot of people do Vietnam on motorbikes and stuff like that. So switching it up and sort of, I don't know how far along they are with electric transportation.
Sure.
I dare say electric skateboards aren't commonplace.
I would say that I've never ever seen one before, so I'll probably do the first on the country with one, so which is going to be pretty cool as well. So I'll get a few looks and raise a few eyebrows over there, which is good. Yeah,
well, I mean that's a perfect way to do it. Hopefully, the news networks and whatnot.
Yes.
Say, hey, this crazy guy.
Who's this crazy guy from Australia on a skateboard riding through my country?
Do you know if there's other electric stuff happening? Do they have electric motorbikes, or is any of that sort of stuff happening?
I'm not really across it. I've travelled there heaps, and they've got motorbikes that are really outdated because most of the people are pretty poor. So it's not something that's very prevalent. The whole electric car and motor vehicle community or whatnot, I don't think it's really there. Yeah.
Well, the future is coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you have any idea of the sort of roads you're going to have to go on for this route?
Yes. I've travelled Vietnam extensively, so the roads aren't like out here in Australia. A lot of potholes, billion motorbikes that we'll have to contend, live animals. So it's going to be pretty hectic, but that's all part of the adventure as well. So
I wonder if there would be sort of back roads to get off the main roads.
Sure.
Do you think that would be possible? Trying to extend a loop going out through the back country where it's a bit quieter?
Yeah. Me and my mates have decided to do it. We love travel and love to explore. So we're not just going to hit the paved roads. We're going to hit the rainforest and through the countryside, rice paddies on our all-terrains and all that. So we're going to really enjoy it, and it's going to be something that's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and I'm super looking forward to it, yeah.
Outside of Vietnam,
yeah,
is there any sort of eSKATE bucket list places where you would really like to take a skateboard and explore?
Interesting question. I've been asked that before. Well, I'm pretty well travelled actually. I've travelled a large part of this world, but one place I've never been to is Africa. So Africa, big wild animals, skateboard. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty cool.
That'd be a little bit scary.
Yeah, I think so.
I imagine.
Yes, hopefully there'll be no fast cheaters chasing me down or anything like that.
Yeah, we do have Evolve South Africa. We've got a sort of a shop front in Cape Town.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah, it's Cape Town.
All right. Nice.
And the beach fronts and pathways they have there is like actually quite nice. And
oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, it looks like beautiful places to explore.
Yeah.
And there's another guy called Jared Watney.
Okay.
He was an influencer we were working with.
Yes.
And he ended up buying a bush plane.
Okay.
Just a small, like 2 or 3 seater thing.
Yeah.
And he just flies out into the bush.
Okay.
Like those locations you're saying, and he lands on roads or whatever he can find.
Right.
And he keeps his skateboard there because once the plane's there, he can't go very far.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
that sounds super cool.
maybe we could tee up with him and
why not?
go explore the safari a little bit.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Where are the places you have traveled to, not with the skateboard, that you just know would be awesome if anyone else is out near those areas? Like favorite travel spots for yourself?
Yeah, sure. Probably one place that I've always loved is Switzerland. Such beautiful mountains and lakes, and the scenery there is just so beautiful, so pristine. So I think that'd be a great place to take an electric skateboard as well. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
How do you find Brisbane City?
Oh my
skating?
God, I feel so blessed to call Brisbane home. It's such a beautiful city. The roads and the pathways are just made for electric skateboarding, and every corner of the city is just so beautiful, and I just feel so blessed to be able to get out there and explore it and ride and enjoy it. It's so good, so good.
Yeah, I feel like people say that a lot, but I've skated in a lot of cities around the world, and Brisbane, just up the road, it's actually built for skating.
Oh, it's amazing.
They've invested so much into the infrastructure for the bike lanes.
Yeah, totally.
Super wide. You could drive a car down these bikeways.
Yeah.
There's not too much congestion.
That's right.
There's not too much start stopping.
Yes.
No pedestrians, no traffic lights.
Yeah.
And it's such a good network if you actually work in the city.
Yeah.
I imagine being able to commute would be super, super easy.
Absolutely. It's an amazing city, and everything you said is totally true. So really lucky to call that city my home. Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever ridden a pump track before?
Yeah, I've done it a few times, and it's so much fun. Yeah, it's.
Do your girls go around?
Yeah, they had a shot at it, and they had a lot of fun. They have a go at anything, but it's all staged out, of course. Like, we're just sort of getting them used to going up and down. So I remember the first time they were like doing the little bowl between the thing, was like holding the hand, and as their confidence builds, and I sort of extend them a little bit more. But yeah, those girls are pretty amazing. They'll give everything a shot.
You take care of those girls so well.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, they ride in pretty much safe mode.
They started off in safe mode for a long time until they got comfortable with that, just sitting down. And then we rode tandem for a while on really slow speeds, make sure they're comfortable with that. So as they feel comfortable and feel more confident, then we take them to the next level. So now my older daughter can ride eco pretty comfortably. And my younger daughter, she rides on the slow mode. So yeah, as they build their confidence, then we go to the next level. But yeah, we're staged out super slow, always fully protected, helmet, protectors, the whole lot. So yeah.
Now that the oldest one's getting a bit older, she should have a little bit more dexterity to be able to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, like she's riding on grass and she's got the confidence to do that, but through gravel and full off-road, and I think that's a little bit past where she's at the moment, but I'm sure given a bit of time she'll be there.
How much do they weigh roughly?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Not much.
Little Asian girls, so they can't be too tall or too heavy. So
I don't think people would understand exactly how powerful the board would be if you weighed 20 kilos.
Right.
Like, it makes an extraordinary difference.
Yes.
If there's no weight on the board.
Right.
So even them in eco mode, like, that's probably not far off some people's GT mode.
Right, yeah. Very true, yes. And you get super long range with girls that don't weigh anything as well.
As you just go forever.
That's it.
I'm so excited just to see their progression and keep checking that out.
Yeah.
Everyone should go follow
eSKATE Kids.
eSKATE Kids?
Yes.
We'll put a link in the description, but check it out. They're always doing dance moves and learning new stuff. So
that's it.
We'll keep eyes on it, but thanks for coming on to the podcast.
Absolutely, my pleasure. It's been fun.
Hopefully we get you over in Vietnam sometime next year.
Yeah, that'll be super cool. It's going to happen. So let's make this happen. Yeah.
Wicked. Thanks, mate.
Awesome. Thanks, bro.